Okay, so I blotted my paper at the sink after it had soaked in some warm water for a little while. I have my plate on a piece of paper here. I'm gonna go ahead and put my printmaking paper that I just blotted on top of the plate. And so just remember, like, once it's down, it's down. And then I'm just gonna check the baren on the press. Remember, this has that gap in it. You always wanna find the gap, and then I always hold the gap down here before I go to print. Although I just realized I forgot something. I need to grab a piece of mat board to put on top of this to add pressure. Okay, I have a scrap of mat board right here. So I'm gonna put this on top just to add extra pressure while it goes through the press. And then I'm again finding that gap in the press. I'm gonna go ahead and push this in, and then once the plate hits the baren, what you'll see happen is this will start to move. Oops, keep pushing it. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and pull these bars to pull it through the press. And then once it's on the other side, I'll get to see what my print looks like. So I'm gonna remove the mat board. And then I'm gonna take a peek under a corner of the print first, just to make sure that it transferred okay. And if you feel like it didn't transfer well, you can always take a spray bottle and spray the back of it and then send it through the press again. Okay, and it's definitely like a very painterly version of what I had planned. And just remember, everything gets flipped, so this is definitely flipped as well. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to try a ghost print of it. Okay, so you can see that there's less of the watercolors left on the plate. So I'm gonna try a ghost print. So I'm just gonna put this back on my scrap paper, which I put down in the press first. I'm gonna take my printmaking paper and just go ahead and place that on the plate. And then just remember, once it's down, it's down. So, ooh, it's a wee bit crooked. And then I'm going to take the mat board and put that over top. I'm gonna find the gap in the baren on the press. I'm gonna make sure that that is down here. And then I'm gonna hold this in place while I push this into the press. Okay, and then when the plate hits, I'm gonna go ahead and steer the bars. Pull it out the other side. Put the mat board to the side. Okay, peek at the corner. Okay, and it's definitely like a lighter ghost version of the initial one. So this, I could use this as my final piece, although I would probably like to layer some more textures on top or add some more colors in places. I can also rework the other one as well, which is over here. And so you can see the difference between the two. This was definitely a more challenging subject matter because of the architecture in the piece and the lines. Painting on plexiglass is not as easy to control as if you were painting on paper, but I tried it anyway. And I definitely got kind of a more painterly version of my subject. And now I can work back into it and add more detail and fix lines up and use this almost as like an underpainting to create a nice mixed media piece. All right, so that shows you some other mediums that you can use for a light field monotype.